Fresh meat? I wasn't expecting you in my lair so soon. I see you got my invitation. I left it right where I thought you'd see it. Right just slightly under your couch. After all, that's where I've been doing most of my foraging lately. Has been under your couch. It's where I've been finding such lovely treasure. Some of the best treasure I've seen in eons. Of course, you're not the richest out there, but I make do with what I can find. What, you didn't believe that there was actually a dragon's lair? Just under your home? Well, silly me for not telling you sooner. What? Nervous? Me? Oh, don't be silly. Why would I be nervous? I've met humans and other creatures hundreds of thousands of times. Of course, I haven't always met one as sweet and beautiful and marvelous as you are, but that's neither here nor there now, is it? I mean, you and me together? Don't be foolish. You know as well as I do that it would never work out. After all, just look at me. Look at me. Do you even like what you see? Can you believe what you see? I didn't think so. After all, I'm just a big, scaly dragoness. I don't have such fine features as you. After all, you are quite lovely. And I do love the sounds I can hear from your home up above. Though I have to admit, being below the human world, it is hard to tune out anyway. I hear your cars, trains, trucks, and planes go by all the time. I remember when this land used to be vacant, when it was just my cave, my lair, and the only humans lived in their own little tiny homes, and were far, far away from me. They feared me after all. They wrote legends and stories. I'm more fearsome even than wolves and bears. More so than lions and tigers. Oh my. I'm one of the most fearsome creatures in all of your legends. So why such a dear being as you would choose to meet me, not knowing what I could possibly be like is, well, it's quite impressive. I must say, my dear, I'm quite impressed. I'm also quite impressed that you seem to be able to understand me. I can only speak telepathically to very few, but you seem to understand me just fine. Do you? Do you understand me? Or are you just nodding to pretend like you do? Oh, see, now I can't tell because you're just nodding either way. Can you make more sense, please? Thank you. So you do understand me. Good. I was hoping it wasn't rambling at nothing after all. This is so very embarrassing. Normally I'm not so flustered like this, but it can't be helped. You are truly miraculous. Now, no one can enter my lair without paying a price. Have you brought yours? Or do you choose to pay with your life? Oh, don't take me so seriously, my dear. After all, the toy listed on the note is just so minuscule. It's nothing I thought you would miss. Did you bring it? The small coin for my collection? Oh, yes. Goody goody. You've brought it. Here, hand it over. Hand it over to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love feeling it between my claws. Oh, such a big coin you found. Oh, yes. I am rather enjoying it. This coin you've brought me. It's so big and it's shiny and metallic. Oh, so very shiny. And it feels just right between my claws. It fits perfectly, thank you. Don't you love how my claws just scrape against it? I rather enjoy it myself. Let me add it to this little pile I have here. As you can tell, I have quite the sizable collection. Go ahead, pick up some. Shake them up. They're real after all. They're about as real as I am. Yes, by all means, roll around in them. There's real metal, gold, silver, copper, titanium, cobalt. Of course, I do believe some of the shinier ones are actually plastic. But it doesn't take away from the beauty of them, don't you think? Yes, coins are super fun to play with, aren't they? Don't worry, I won't harm you for playing with my collection. After all, tonight what's mine is yours. Well, if you like my coin collection so much, you haven't seen anything yet. Go over there, you see that small fabric bag? Yes, you see it? That has some of my precious gems in it. Some of my most precious gems. They're almost as beautiful as you are. Here, why don't you go and get it for me and give it a good feel. It's made of very nice, comfy material. I made it myself from the clothing of those whose visit with me wasn't planned, I should say that. Was a bit unexpected. They were trespassers, and I can't abide by that. But anyway, not to darken our time together. Here, go get me that bag. Oh, I see, you found it. Go on, give it a feel. Really feel that bag. I personally like to run my claws along it. I find it to be rather soothing and peaceful. Yes, this bag, while it's not shiny itself, is one of my favorite things in my collection, in my hoard. For you see, it contains some of my most precious, valueless, just my bestest gems. I can't even think of the words to describe them, they're just so amazing. Here, give the bag a good shake. Mix them up. I want to surprise you. Okay, let me show you a couple. Oh, aren't you lucky? I think I'll give these to you as a gift. What do you say? Ah, yes, you've got a ruby, some rose quartz, some smoky quartz, and an amethyst. How lucky you are. I should keep you around more often, after all. I found some of my most precious gems thanks to you. They're fun to shake up, aren't they? They look nice too, all smooth and shiny. Yes, of course you can keep them, dear. They're a gift, after all. Oh, you want to see some of my most prized treasures? Well, here, I'll show you one of my latest acquisitions. Beautiful gold and diamond encrusted bangles. I hear they come right from India. Such a foreign land that I haven't been to myself yet. Tell me, have you been there? Have you been to India? Oh, you haven't either. Would you like to go? You know, with me? Possibly together? On a trip? Really? You would? Well, I have to say, despite being, well, a dragon, I'm honored. I haven't been to a land so far away from my lair before. The idea of it makes me kind of nervous. I'm sorry. I know this must be super awkward being around a nervous, shaking dragon who's nervous about going on a trip somewhere. After all, I got wings. What else are they for other than, you know, traveling? But just the idea of going somewhere and going with you, it has me pretty excited and giddy, but also, albeit, pretty nervous. So, there is something that I need to tell you. The reason why I brought you to my lair is, well, in all my time watching you and, well, taking your prized things, I've grown to really like and care about you and, dare I say it, love you. I love you a lot. And I know you're just another girl like me, albeit not a dragon, but still. Oh, I'm sure you wouldn't dare feel the same. Right, you don't, but you could, if given time. Oh, well, that absolutely delights me to hear, so you meant to when you said you'd go on that trip to India with me? Really? You would? You want to? Oh, yes, of course, I do have time-altering powers. What kind of dragon would I be if I didn't? I would love to take you. Go on. Pack up your things, dear. We'll leave at dawn. I love you. Go on, take your gifts. I'll see you in the morning. Oh yes, by the way, my name is Illyria. It was a pleasure to finally meet you in person. I'll see you in the morning.